Welcome to this meditation for protecting your energy and your peace around the holiday period. But you can use this meditation at any time of the year. It's just a really important time, particularly when life gets busy, when things are a bit chaotic, to create some space in our life to slow down, to be present, and to come back to ourselves and our own personal energy. So find a nice comfortable position, something that feels really supportive to you right now, what your body is needing. You may like to sit upright, you may like to lay down, you may like to sit in a chair or cross-legged on the floor, just whatever your body is needing. And just gently closing down the eyes and bringing our awareness now to the breath. Seeing if we can take a nice, deep, conscious breath in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. Let it all go. We'll do that again, breathing in and out. And taking a moment to check in with our body, maybe noticing if there's any areas of tension, any discomfort that you may be carrying, and just seeing if we can gently breathe into these areas. And as we exhale, inviting ourselves to relax and let go, inviting the tension to soften. You might like to drop the shoulders, unclench the jaw, relax the muscles in your face and your forehead. Just seeing if there's any space to soften here, and really allowing ourselves to soften gently into this present moment. Take a moment to acknowledge yourself for creating this space, even amongst all of the busyness of life. Carving out this time to slow down and do less. And that's really what we're doing here, is doing nothing, allowing ourselves to just be, allowing ourselves to be present. So maybe noticing how that feels. Sometimes it can be uncomfortable to slow down, especially when life is busy. We can feel like we need to be doing more, achieving more, worrying about everything and everyone else. It can feel really uncomfortable sometimes to allow ourselves to slow down and to make this space for ourselves. So maybe noticing if any stories come up, noticing any thoughts that may be taking you away from this moment, and just seeing if we can not judge the thoughts, but just become curious about them. Notice that they're there without attaching ourselves to them, without creating any meaning around the thoughts. Allowing them to come and go. And anytime we notice ourselves getting taken off with these thoughts, just really inviting ourselves to come back to this moment. So you might like to come back to the breath now. And maybe checking back in with our body once again. You might even like to notice the space in which your body meets the ground beneath you, the surface where you may be sitting or laying, and just noticing any sensations that you can feel in this area. Perhaps noticing the weight of your body against the ground or the surface beneath you. Noticing any tingling, any other sensations that may be present. And you may not notice anything at all, and that is okay too. We're just bringing awareness to whatever is present right here and now. Perhaps checking back in with the breath once again. And as you exhale, seeing if you can really slow down the breath. Slowing down the exhalation can help us to slow down our thinking, to slow down our breathing, to slow down the way we move through the world, reminding ourselves that there's no rush, there's no urgency. We are free to take our time and to move at our own pace. Just really taking that in now. You are free to take your time and move at your own pace. And maybe just noticing how that feels, to come back to who you really are, to come back to your own natural rhythm, your own natural way of moving through the world. That is all that life is asking of us, is to just simply be ourselves. And sometimes it can be hard to be ourselves and to stay true to ourselves in a world that is constantly trying to tell us to be different than the way we are. And so just taking a moment to tune into who we really are, without all of the distractions, all of the noise, all of the pressures of the external world. Who are you underneath it all? And how can you tap into that natural, true essence, that true energy of who you really are? Take a moment and take that in. And I invite you now to perhaps visualize a light coming into your heart space. You might like to visualize this as a white light, perhaps like a shield in front of you, protecting your energy, your essence. You might like to visualize this as an orb or a sphere of light radiating from your heart space. Or perhaps it's just a feeling, just a centeredness within you. So maybe breathing into the heart space now. As you visualize whatever it is you feel called to, this white light, this inner light radiating outward. And maybe taking a moment to think of or call to mind all of the things that are really important to you. What is it that you value? How is it that you like to spend your time, your energy, your precious attention? What is it that really matters to you underneath it all? Forgetting about all of the external pressures, all of other people's expectations and opinions. What is it that is truly important to you? Just take a moment to contemplate what that may be. You might like to call to mind the activities that you love, that bring you joy and a sense of ease and peace and presence. Perhaps it's the relationships in your life that really nurture you, that allow you to be yourself. The people in your life that see you and support you and encourage you. Perhaps it's the practices and the rituals that really nurture your body, this vessel that you are in, that we wouldn't be here without. What are the things that make you feel really good in your body, that help you to then be your best, your truest, your most authentic self? You might even like to visualize all of these things, these practices and habits, these activities that you love, these relationships in your life that light you up. Perhaps it's the work that you do, where you make a contribution and a service to the world. And maybe visualizing these things, drawing these things toward you, toward your heart center. allowing these things to move through that shield of protection, to come into your aura, your energetic field, drawing these things in. You may even like to use the breath to help you to breathe in, inhaling all of these things that are really important to you. All of these things make up who you authentically are, your essence, the gifts that come naturally to you, the things that you love, the things you value and that are important to you. So taking a moment to really draw these things into you, into your heart space, into your energy field. And as you exhale, perhaps releasing all of the things that hold you back from that, all of the pressures of the world, all of the expectations, exhaling these things and releasing them. Perhaps visualizing yourself releasing the attachment to these things, the pressure to succeed, the pressure to be and become something, the pressure to achieve, all of the societal pressures, all of the expectations, all of the opinions of others, the noise out there, the ways we compare ourselves to other people, the way we judge and criticize ourselves. Perhaps taking a moment to notice all of those things that hold you back from being who you really are. And you might like to take a deep breath now and really allow yourself to let go of anything that no longer serves you. Releasing these things from your energy, from your aura, from your body. Shedding and letting go of anything that no longer serves us, anything that takes us away from our own true, authentic energy, that takes us away from our presence, anything that takes us away from our peace, our center within. Take another deep breath now and release. And I invite you now to take a moment and set an intention. Perhaps this is an intention for how you'd like to move through this busy period of your life. Perhaps it's an intention for how you'd like to move through each and every day, making space and time to reconnect with yourself, even if it's in the smallest of ways. Making yourself a cup of tea or a coffee, taking a moment to pause and to breathe deeply, making some space to move your body in ways that feels good, that enables you to be and feel your best. So just taking a moment to set that intention for yourself now. Our intentions are our way of being. They're kind of like goals, but instead of focusing on some future achievement, our intentions are a way of being in the present moment. In each moment, we can check back in with our intentions, our way of being. So maybe just really allowing this intention to sink in now. You might again like to breathe deeply and release. Really committing to yourself now, how you'd like to move through each and every day, each and every moment as your true authentic self. And maybe just checking back in with the body once again, noticing if there are any areas of your body that are needing some loving attention, and taking a moment to notice what that may be. You might even like to bring a little bit of movement into the body, maybe rolling the shoulders, wiggling the fingers or the toes, gently nodding the head from side to side. And just taking a moment to check back in with that intention, reminding yourself that you are so worthy of peace, of presence. You are so worthy of taking your time, of moving at your own pace, of sticking to your boundaries and protecting your peace whenever you need. You are so worthy and deserving of love in all shapes and forms. Take a deep breath and take that in now. And when you're ready, you might like to blink the eyes open and come back to this space. Maybe taking a moment to look around and notice what you can see. Maybe notice what you can hear. And perhaps even placing your hands on your heart, and take a moment to thank yourself for creating this space in your day to slow down, to do less, to come back to your authentic essence, your energy, and to protect your peace. I really hope that this meditation serves you and supports you at this time. And I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being you. There is no one else like you, and we need you here. We need you to be you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.